Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen and my channel. In today's video, we are making 3 super simple, easy meals for weeknight dinners. The first meal we're making is Sheppards Pie, and oh my gosh, you guys, this one is so good. You are gonna wanna make this for sure. So you're gonna start by just browning a pound of ground beef in the skillet. And then in a separate pan, you're gonna add 8 ounces of water, so a cup of water. And to that pan, you're going to add a packet of brown gravy dressing mix and a packet of onion soup mix. One note about the recipe. So the recipe calls for canned onion soup, but I didn't have that, and I had the packet of onion soup mix, so I used that instead. And it turned out great. I would definitely do that again. Give that a good stir and then bring it to a boil. When it's boiling, you can take that off the heat and set it to the side. I'll link these recipes down below for you so you can find them as well, but I'm adding a can of mixed vegetables next, and then a can of sweet corn, and you add those right to the meat in the skillet. Then you'll take the brown gravy and the onion soup mix, and you'll add that as well to everything in the skillet and then give it all a good stir. This is our new favorite recipe for shepherd's pie. The combination of that brown gravy and the onion soup mix in the sauce, oh my goodness, it is so good. It's a winner combination for sure, a winner dinner. So I'm just stirring everything around now, and then I'm going to add some Italian seasoning to the pan. The recipe called for homemade mashed potatoes, for you to make your own mashed potatoes, but I was feeling particularly lazy this day, so I just got Bob Evans mashed potatoes from the grocery store, and my mom is going to be so proud. She loves Bob Evans mashed potatoes, and she would rather have those than homemade, so she thinks they're really good. To the mashed potatoes, I'm just adding 1/2 cup of sour cream or Greek yogurt. You can use either one. And then I'm adding in some cheese. I think the recipe called for cheddar cheese, but all I had was mozzarella cheese, so I used that, and it was delicious. After you've got all those things mixed together, you are going to put the meat mixture into the pan first as the bottom layer, and then sort of just even everything out in the pan. If you all like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below and consider subscribing to my channel. I'm putting out new videos twice a week, including lots of what's for dinner videos, grocery hauls, and meal prep. So please subscribe, stick around. Let me know in the comments down below if you do. I'd love to know where you're from and what brought you to the channel. So the final step here is just putting the mashed potatoes over top of the beef layer. Spread them out evenly, and then pop that into the oven and let it bake. The recipe doesn't say to turn the broiler on after it's finished baking, but I did for a few minutes just to get the top layer of mashed potatoes sort of crispy, and that turned out well. I would do that again. So here is the finished product, and oh my goodness, you guys, I know I've said this before, but this was so good. It was so easy, and this is the best shepherd's pie I think I've ever had. It was just so tasty. I think it really was the onion soup mix. That stuff makes everything great. This was delicious. My husband loved it. I loved it. My mom loved it. It's so good. Really make this. You won't regret it. Next up is a chicken bacon avocado salad. This is a Natasha's Kitchen recipe, and it'll be linked down below for you all. It's super easy to put together. So the first thing you'll do is cook your bacon. I cook my bacon in the oven. I just Find it to be so much easier than cooking it in the frying pan. I hate cooking it in the frying pan because the grease gets everywhere. It always splatters on me. It hurts when it pops on you. This is so much easier. So if you haven't ever done it before, just lay all of your bacon out on a sheet pan. Put it in the oven. I cook mine at 375 degrees for about 15 minutes. Just keep an eye on it so it doesn't get too brown. Next, you need to shred your chicken. The recipe calls for 2 large chicken breasts, and Natasha uses a rotisserie chicken, so I decided I would do the same, and it turned out really well. So obviously, if you just have, some regular chicken breasts on hand, you could cook those and shred those, and it would work just fine. But I just used rotisserie chicken, shredded that up, the 2 breasts on the rotisserie chicken, and then the rest of the rotisserie chicken I used throughout the week for other recipes. You need some lemon juice for the dressing for the salad. So I'm just juicing a lemon here, and then I'm going to add some salt and pepper and olive oil to that mixture as well. Dice up 2 avocados. One of these avocados was perfectly ripe, and the other one could have honestly used a couple extra days on the counter to ripen up some more. Avocados are just so tricky to to tell when they're ripe, and then also to use them when they're ripe as well. If you guys have any tips or tricks for that, please let me know down in the comments. So you'll start adding everything together here. Put the chicken and the corn in the bowl, and then you'll add the avocado pieces to that. Give everything a good stir to combine it, and then you'll want to add the dressing. So that dressing, again, is just a combination of the lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and pepper here. I mixed that with a fork in the smaller dish before I poured it on, just to try and combine everything really well. Next, the recipe calls for dill. I didn't have any fresh dill, but I had this tube of dill paste in the fridge, so I used that, and it turned out pretty well. Then you'll want to chop up your bacon and add that to the bowl. This was really tasty. We liked it a lot. I think it would be a good summer dish. So you serve it cold, or at least we did, and I would imagine it would be good to take out on the boat in the cooler in the summer, or somewhere if you're packing like a cooler. It would be good for a picnic, so definitely worth a try. It was great for lunch and super simple to make. The last meal that we're making is probably the most simple of them all. So we get this pre-seasoned carnitas roast from Aldi. It's in the meat section, pre-seasoned, so all you have to do is cook it. I like to cook it in the crock pot because it's so simple. So you just put it in the crock pot, set the crock pot on low, and let it cook we cooked it for about 7 hours. You don't have to add any water or anything like that to the crock pot, just the roast. Then we take it out, shred it up, and use it for either tacos or salad. So the plan this night was to use it for salad. You guys saw the lettuce in the picture of the ingredients on the counter, but after we made it, we decided that we wanted to have tacos instead. Isn't that always the struggle? Your heart says tacos, but your health says salad, but we went with tacos this time. So just chop up whatever you would like for toppings for tacos. We did tomatoes, sour cream, and cheese this night, and some lime juice on the side, and it was delicious. With the salad, you could use either ranch dressing or salsa for the salad dressing, and it's great with either of those. That's it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm putting out meal prep videos, what's for dinner videos, and grocery hauls for you all. Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.